What's going on, my comic book brethren? It's Jimmy C. Just got back from the Meadowlands flea market. For those of you who don't know, it's in North Jersey. They have it right outside of Giant Stadium, or the MetLife Stadium. So usually there's not really any comic book guys there, but it's pretty close to my house, so I said let's go and see what we get into. Nothing major to write home about, but I got a couple of cool pickups. Overall, bought 75 books from two different dealers. One dealer I got 14 books for $10. The other dealer I got 56 books for $40. So it actually averages out to about 72 cents a book for all you math majors or accountants out there. So let's start. This is the dealer I got the 14 books from. Got Exterminators #1. I thought it was the first appearance of Nastir. I'm not sure how you say it, but he was a big player in the Inferno series way back when, but it's actually not. He's his first appearance is in New Mutants. What else? Picked up another X-Force #2. Got a bunch of them now. Finally got the right Domino, her true first appearance. I bought #9 by accident way back when my Excel chart was screwed up. Then I got a bunch of #8s, which is, or vice versa, when it's a flashback, so it's her first appearance, sort of, but you know what I mean. I've shown this before, but he had this, the Ross cover, Captain America 34, and also Captain America 34, the regular one. It's funny, Yanni was just talking about this, saying, talk about long-term speculation, maybe Captain America Part 5 or 6. This is actually the Winter Soldier taking over for Captain America. So right now it's really cheap, probably will be for a long time, but it's just funny. He mentioned it yesterday and I saw them both, so I grabbed them. Moving on. I actually got a boatload of #1s, which, I feel ashamed. It's like an alcoholic falling off the wagon. I swore I was going to stop buying all these nonsense #1 issues, but I was there today and I can't. I had to give in my chip, my 2-week chip for refraining. Just bought a boatload. I'm actually going to include most of the #1s because I got a good amount of them. I'm going to do that in my next video because I have a batch of #1s I was going to show. Part 2 to my other video. So now I'm going to add to it with a bunch of the ones I got today because I want to keep it short. Got a couple of things I want to talk about aside from the flea market. I also got a purchase from Midtown Comics. I got an eBay purchase and then something else. But alright, here we go. Continuing on, got Gundam #1 from this guy. Black Adam #1, my favorite, one of my favorite villains. He just got a cool backstory, cool dude. And also, Part 2 is on there. I have this already, but hey, with everything going on, it looks a little faded, but it's not in the best shape. Maybe a 6, 6.5. I guess, I don't know. It's disputed. The first Horseman appearance or the first, I think, Plague, as District 12 said, it might be just the one, but I'm not sure. What else we got? We got Uncanny X-Men #500. You know me, ham, all in, double zeros. This is the Ross variant. They say it's a low distribution, only 70,000 printed. I don't even know if that's low, but hey, whatever. 70 cents. Got Scar, Son of Hulk #1 variant. Keeping with the theme. Got Hulk #1, first appearance from Red Hulk. If you guys know, I've shown this before. I got this CGC 9.8 with McGinnis and Vine's autograph. It's qualified though. I didn't get it signature series because it was junior rookie mistake. And then last but not least, Final Crisis #1 of 7, the cave painting edition, and Final Crisis, the Flash 2 of 7. Okay, keeping it moving. So from the other. So that was the one dealer at the flea market in the Meadowlands. So this is the other dealer I went to. That was the second dealer. Here's the first one. All this stuff going on with Rocket Raccoon. Stupid little animals. I said, let's get some of this. A little Space Beaver #1. Dairy White. Pretty cool cover. I don't know much about it, but I said whatever. Same motif. Commando Koalas. And you know why I love this too? It's an ode to the Beatles. Them crossing Abbey Road, so I think it's Abbey Road, but they have the X-Men variant like that, and then there's also the, I forget who showed it, it was War at Love or something. They have another edition of that, so that's the one I'm getting next, so I'm all in. Moving on, Forgotten Realms #1. Signed by Morales, Rags Morales on the inside. Pretty cool. Hey, 70 cents, why not? Forgotten Realms, a little D&D action. Why not? This one is pretty crazy. It's not worth anything. I looked it up. They actually went out of business, I think, in 1994, Apple. So, it's got Hitler on the cover. It's talking about Elvis. You would think it's, like a rag magazine while you're waiting online at the checkout counter. It's actually, the issue is Big Bad Blood of Dracula. I don't know why all this other noise is going on, but pretty cool. Picked up my second copy, New Guardians #2. We all know about this, The Devil's Dandruff makes him powerful. Pretty funny. This was a unique find. It's from 1990. It's given out by Radio Shack, so I don't think there was that many given out. Archie and a History of Electronics. Pretty cool. Normally I'm not an Archie guy, but the fact that it wasn't actually sold and it was given out, can't be that many out there. Who knows? Moving on. Now the next three, I guess it was a gimmick or something by Topps, but you know what? With these guys, they're all bagged and boarded actually inside with like the trading cards. Captain Glory, not Captain Glory Hole, Captain Glory. Take it easy. It's PG film. #1, Jack Kirby, reuniting all the greats: Roy Thomas, Steve Ditko. Got Jack Kirby's Secret Saga #1. And then last but not least, we got Satan 6, done by Kirby and McFarlane together. How cool. These are all still bagged and boarded with the cards, so I'm not going to take it out. You got all the greats here. Jack Kirby, Joe Sonat, Frank Miller, Steve Ditko. So yeah, you know what, for less than $1, I thought these were pretty cool books to grab. Okay. What else do we get? Got Mr. Miracle #2. I think it's from the early 80s series. He's got his new... They just relaunched him a couple months ago. I think the old issues. I'm not sure it was the Volume 1 or Volume 2 they relaunched. I haven't read it, but I saw these. I said grab it. Got Mr. Miracle #1. Hey, you know what? Why not? I try to refrain and not buy them, but how could you say no? And then I think Mercenot just showed these. I know the character, but I really wouldn't know the significance, and I was actually not paying attention when he was talking about them. But I saw this, and I remembered it from his video. It's funny, like Lightning said it, thanks to you guys and all these videos, you may not remember the issue of a book, but you remember covers, because it's just visual, and you go, oh, let me grab that, and it all comes out in the wash, and we figure out why it was a book that was shown, so let's grab it, especially for 72 cents. So Static, Collector's Edition, got Static #2, and then I saw this, which looked like this, but it was a different character. Icon. I assume that's Icon right there. And somebody's Bogart in her 15 minutes of fame right there. But I grabbed those two. Interesting. I'm going to look them over and see what's going on. Alright, moving on. Also got this. Now here's the good stuff I got. So, I get all these #1s, wasting, that I shouldn't get. But you know what? If you dig enough, you find little pebbles, but then you find gold. Got Superman, Death of Superman. Finally, this is my first copy of this. It's nothing amazing, but I don't have a copy of it, and I've been wanting it. Found it, 72 cents. I was happy as a clam. Superman Man of Steel, #18. Follow-up, #19. I wish we had 17, but, you can't hit the trifecta every day. Unless you're the Rangers and you go into the finals. What else do we got? I didn't know if these were worth anything, but I took a shot. Deathstroke. See, they're a little bent, but nothing crazy because the comic's still perfect. I just gotta, stick them under a mattress or a bunch of books and they'll flatten out. #6 with Batman, City Assassins Part 1, Part 2. Got another Batman Year 3, first Tim Drake. It's not staying. Got X Factor #4, first appearance of Frenzy. She's actually, she worked for Apocalypse, so, with the ending of the movie, spoiler alert, no big deal, everyone knows by now. She's part of the Alliance of Evil. They worked for Apocalypse, so hey, you never know. This could become the next, big thing. Also got Spectacular Spider-Man, the foil cover. I got rid of it a while ago, I regretted it. So, last one I gotta get back is the Web of Spider-Man, but it's not like I'm dying for it, I don't care. Picked up Incredible Hulk 377. Just a regular first print, no big deal. Another one, Silver Surfer number 50, so I got this for trade. I got one already, I don't need two. And last but not least, got a Sabretooth number 1. You know, age-old adage, why not? 72 cents, I'll take it. Alright, moving on. This is a eBay purchase. $10, maybe $10.50 all in with shipping and handling. You know, it's just an impulse buy. Nothing crazy, but pretty cool. Deadly Foes of Spider-Man number 1. Got Quasar number 1. I have this somewhere, but, you know, I saw it. And, you know, eBay, you know, you buy one book, you have to pay shipping. It's like, you know, it burns me to, like, buy a book for $3 or $4 and then to pay $3 or $4 shipping. So, you know, I just try to look and scout ahead to see what the guy has. I do a little recon. So I'm like, all right, if I commit to this book, if I get 3 or 4 other books, I'm okay with it. So I got this. I got the Deep number 1. Really nice copy. I don't know much about it. You know, it's a cool cover. Perfect condition. So all right, kid of the '80s. Got the new He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and then finally, I saw this book yesterday. I think Yanni showed it. He got the pence version, the 10 pence. You know, I guess it's the English version. But I got, you know, the Eternals number 2. The regular version. It's the first appearance of the Celestials. So, you know, shout out to Vision of Comics. I know you love everything about Cosmic Marvel. So, you know, this is a pretty cool book. You should pick it up if you don't have it. First appearance of the Celestials. Pretty big. Sticking with that theme, you know what, guys? I've heard the horror stories, but this is my first time experiencing it firsthand, getting a delivery. Thank God it wasn't from eBay and I'd have to argue and hem and haw with somebody. I ordered from Midtown Comics, and they usually wrap things so well, and it actually was wrapped well, but I got the books, and they were all dented big time. The bottom left-hand corner, like, I don't know what happened, and it was all the new books, because I ordered about, you know, 15 new books, and then I ordered 5 or 6 back issues. All the back issues are pretty good, but all the new books are, you know, foobarred. So, let's start with the back issues. I wanted this for a while. I passed it up. They had number 1 and number 5, which I got number 5 for $50 in fine condition, and I passed it up, and that was at like a mini convention. Submariner number 5, First Tiger Shark. I could have got both for $50. I'm so stupid I didn't do it. I was like thinking about a couple of shekels. Who cares? But anyway, you know, really nice. See the corner. It's okay, but you know, I don't know how these books didn't get touched. So it had to be the new copies were all, I don't know, whatever. Keeping with the cosmic theme, Strange Tales 138, First Appearance of Eternity. Strange Tales 146, First Appearance of AIM. I thought this is a pretty random, you know, minor key, but pretty cool, because, you know, I don't know if they're with Nick Fury, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, but they gotta be, you know, they have to be, you know, they're going back and forth. Oh, it's Hydra, really, but you know what? First appearance of AIM as AIM, because before they were AIM, they were known as them, like the high-ranking AIM officials, so, you know, I guess they were knocking it around, trying to figure out, like, a good name for them. But, so, and here's issue 147, you could see them in there. They're actually, over here they're mentioned, them is mentioned, that's what they were known as before, but that was the first, you know, first appearances right here, 146, and then they're mentioned as them also here, a little confusing. Anyway, moving on, 157, first appearance of, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank, the Celestial, oh my god, the big golden guy, I'm embarrassed now. Anyway, first appearance, the Living Tribunal, thank you very much, took me a second. The Living Tribunal, first appearance, I think it's cameo or first appearance, but either way, he's in this issue, and this is his first one, so, you know, get on that. Not like they're going to make a movie about him, it's going to skyrocket, but if you're into the cosmic Marvel, like Vision of Comics, these are some key books to have. Last but not least, I got a, you know me, 00, Avengers 200, Captain Marvel, you know, the Immaculate Conception, she got impregnated, who did it? We know it's Immortus, Then she wound up leaving with the guy, going to limbo. They were, writing her off for a while. It's like wrestling, she had the fake injury and they had her off. She was out of the picture for about a year or so, whatever. And then I got Avengers 300. Can't beat. I got these both for like $1.50, $2. All right, that was my. So these are the books that were good for Midtown Comics. So let me show you now the books I got. I'm bringing them back, but I said let me show you. I got Bunker #2. I mean, it's not bad, but like I'm paying big money for these books. Like, why should they be dented at all for carelessness? Big Bunker #2. Silver Surfer #1. Look at that. Oh, I can't deal with that. No way. G.I. Joe 200. You know me, 00. Not that. Return to Sender. Elvis style. Silver Surfer. Keeping with the cosmic theme. This is the first appearance of another key player. I forget her name right now. They're all dented, so they're taking it back. This book looks pretty cool, and this is like Volume 3. Eltingville Club. But it's bent. Then I got... I did the 2 Electras. I was going to get a nice drawing. Hopefully Cliff Chang. I'm like obsessed with that guy. He's just a great artist. But they're dented, so bringing them back. Got Conan the Avenger #1. Batman Eternal #1. Dented. This is a new book. It's got potential. I hear great things about it, so I'm excited to read it, but I'll wait till I get the good copy. Actually, I should read the bad copy and then send it back. Anyway. United States of Murder, Inc. Creators of Powers, Bendis. Nailbiter, everyone and their mother's been showing this, so I said, why don't I get it? I'm getting a batch already. And then the Southern Bastards. But, they all got to go back. They're all effed up. Alright. Okay, last but not least, I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a video or two before, I showed you all the Spider-Man I had from Silver Age. I told you I deal with this guy a lot. And I got the Amazing Spider-Man #40, the Death of the Green Goblin, and there was the big tear. He said it was a chip, and I said it was a chip on steroids because the whole corner was missing. So I told you, he said he'll make it up to me, my next purchase, but that might be just fodder, and he's like just telling me a story to leave, so I leave him alone. Anyway, I let it go, and I saw he had this book, and he wanted $68 for it, and this book is in really good shape. So I threw out a low ball, and he bit, and he took it. Look at this. Amazing Spider-Man #37. First Norman Osborn. I tell you, it's 6.5, 7 on a good day, in my opinion. It is perfect. There's a little bit of ticking right here, maybe 3 or 4. But other than that, look at that. Corners are perfect. So he really... This book is a $100 book. On any given day, not even a good day. So I am psyched, man. He really took care of me. That's it right now. My next batch will be all the random #1s. I didn't want to make it go on too long, but this is Jimmy C signing off. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a great weekend. God bless and good night. Oh yeah, look at that. You could look at it for another few seconds. It's pretty nice. Alright, take care, guys.